Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. In this video, I am not going to review a new radio. I know y'all hate unboxing, so I will not unbox this radio at all. I will not take out the operating manual. I will not take out the mobile mounting bracket. I will not take out the radio. We're just going to leave it in the box. I won't show you that it's got a T connector on it. I won't tell you about the power cord that it comes with that has pre-tinned wires on the end of it, which you still need to strip and redo and all that jazz. I won't tell you that it comes with a bag of mounting hardware to go with that mounting bracket, and I certainly won't show you the microphone all wrapped up in its brand new bag. And no matter how much you ask me, no matter how much you beg, I will not peel off the screen protector that it ships with from the factory. I'm not going to turn it on. I'm not going to plug in the microphone. I'm not going to set it to high power and test its power output. 60 watts on high. I'm not going to test it on medium power. 24 watts on medium power. I'm not even going to test it on low power. Almost 10 watts on low power, but you didn't see it here. I'm not going to put this on 146.52 and use my external antenna to make a contact. Kilo Mike 9 Golf on 146.52, KM9G on 146.52, listening for a contact. Anybody out there doing a radio check? I'm not going to use this big VFO knob to set the shift for my repeater to 600. I'm not going to try and figure out CTCSS tones on this radio. It's certainly not as easy as just hitting the button and turning it up to the number you want, which in this case is not 107.2. I won't even ask you to click the like button below the video. I won't ask you to click subscribe. I won't tell you can join the channel and help support more videos like this. So you know how you get that feedback from when you're transmitting in the same room with another receiver and it gets kind of that whistle echo, loud, high-pitched, really annoying thing like that? This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Yeah, I'm not going to show you that this thing has a digital noise processor in it, an AI noise processor. I'm not going to turn it on. I'm not going to be in the same room doing the same contact without that nasty echo, high-pitched screeching sound. It's the AI is not going to take that out at all. I also won't tell you that it's not perfect. It works about 90% of the time, but it doesn't work 100% of the time. I think it's pretty worthwhile. All joking aside, I also can't key this thing up on a 2-meter repeater locally because there aren't any in my area. It's really weird. There's a 70-centimeter repeater here that blows the doors off of everything, but there are no 2-meter repeaters to make contacts on. So that's all I can do is talk to myself, which I already do that enough. I don't need to do that on video for you guys. Oh, and I'm not going to tell you you can get this thing on Amazon. I won't tell you that it's around $150. I'm just not going to share any information about this brand new Anytone AT-588MAX radio. I won't even tell you that in this video right over here, I reviewed this radio in Radiodity clothing as the VB70-B, because the one I'm showing you right now does not have Bluetooth, and they do have a model that has Bluetooth, both Anytone and Radiodity, and you won't be able to connect that to a PTT on your steering wheel and make contacts easily while you're driving. None of that stuff is possible with radios today. Don't even think about it. I'll see you over there. Thanks for being awesome.